Got a 50-gallon water heater here. This is 12 years old. It's 6 years past its life. So it's leaking at the bottom. This is pretty typical. So saw a new gas line, new supply lines, new ball valve. You can even see the ball valve is up there leaking. One of the things I do is I put this water softener into bypass. That way when I turn the water off and then turn it back on, a surge of water doesn't come into the water softener and break the basket. So we'll turn that back on once we get the water back on. So here's the valve I was telling you about. It's pretty corroded. Look at the water heater. The tank is still draining, so I'll start turning stuff apart still. All right, so we have the two supply lines hooked up with the new ball valve. I took the handle off because normally when I solder the ball valve on, the plastic on the handle melts. So I'll put that on after we're done. All right, now all I have to do is just make the final connections. Get this thing set. We gotta rotate this T&P valve towards this wall so I can bring it to the drain. Got the water on. The valve is off, but the house water, the water to the house is on. No leaks. All right, now turn the water softener back on. So the new water heater is taller than the old one. So I gotta cut this flue down a few inches. And I got my tin snips here. Cut this thing down, fit inside. We have both supply lines installed. Fastened down, Teflon tape, some pipe dope. And turn the valve on, fill it up. And as it's filling up, we'll turn it on slowly. We'll need to turn this T&P valve around, to aim it out this way maybe, and then I'll use this mill adapter. But a little trick I use is instead of connecting that and then running the pipe from there, I like to connect this to the pipe, solder it on, and then connect the pipe with this already soldered and just thread it on there. The reason is this brass retains a lot of heat, so it takes a lot longer to heat up copper. So I have the mill adapter on the pipe. I'm just gonna heat this up and then just solder here. And then I'll just eventually cut it shorter to make it fit while on top of the water heater. All right, so I've turned that T&P valve to about a 90 degrees from this drain. Feed this in there. And we'll cut it out and right around here or so, and bring it back down. So I got this thing in the pilot setting. I turn the knob to pilot, and I'm gonna purge all of the air from this line. We're gonna get this thing fired up, start heating the water. It's already full. And then I'll finish connecting that drain from the T&P valve. That'll give the customer some hot water pretty much as soon as I'm done with all my work. And then we'll check for leaks. I've been holding this pilot valve down, you know, for almost a minute. We'll we'll light it up and then we'll go look through that window. Still have it in the pilot setting, and I click the sparker and it lit. Let's take a look. You can see. So we have a flame. I'm gonna let go, and once I let go of this and the flame continues, then we know we're good. So I just let go of it. Okay, so now I'll turn this to on, and then we'll adjust the heat setting. I typically leave this on the diamond or the low setting for the customer. That way they can decide how hot they want it. All right, everything's connected. We're just gonna check for leaks here. I'll spray this soapy water on there. Check the old joints too. So, no leaks. All right, we're good there. So I extended this drain line down and then used some extra pipe to sort of get it away from this corner. They're gonna store stuff over here, so I figure if it's going that way, at least give them an indication when it's leaking, if it ever leaks again. No leaks. And we have the Red Horse sticker in there. Not bad.